Is it possible that a fundamental mistake has crept into the sciences? Today we witness an unshakable confidence in the regularity of planetary motions. But is this confidence truly justified? I need to take you back about 37 years. That was when the controversial theorist Immanuel Velikovsky lit a fire for me. He was the author of the book Worlds in Collision, first published in 1950, and several other books that followed. In these books he reinterpreted both planetary history and human history. A distinguished scholar, colleague of Albert Einstein, Velikovsky had claimed that planets formerly moved on unstable courses, and more than once a planet came close enough to Earth to cause global catastrophe. Most astronomers dismissed the book out of hand, and some threatened a boycott of the publisher Macmillan, forcing the company to drop the book when it was the #1 bestseller. But when the space age arrived, our probes of planets and moons revealed devastated surfaces, inspiring renewed interest in Velikovsky's claims. With Velikovsky's cooperation, I had the privilege of publishing a 10-issue series on his challenge to science. Velikovsky said that cosmic catastrophe left its mark on the now peaceful planets, our Earth included. He said the planet Venus appeared in the sky as a comet. He said that electricity was highly active in these events. Planets moved on erratic courses, and on occasion they nearly collided as cosmic lightning bolts flew between the approaching bodies. And he said that human memories of these events constitute evidence that science cannot afford to ignore. I was particularly enchanted by something Velikovsky proposed in a work still unpublished at the time. He claimed that in the earliest remembered epoch, the planet Saturn dominated the sky, close to the Earth, presiding over the mythic Golden Age. This outrageous idea was for me the inspiration for a life's work. I quickly realized that nothing ancient traditions claimed about the planet Saturn makes any sense today. Why did early astronomers call Saturn the Sun? Why did they place this ancient sun at the celestial pole around which the heavens turn? Why was the planet described as the owner of a vast cosmic wheel? My book, The Saturn Myth, published by Doubleday in 1980, went well beyond Velikovsky to reconstruct a spectacular formation once seen in the sky. I was working with the mythic archetypes, cultures everywhere using different words and different symbols to describe eerily similar events. But the planetary model presented in the Saturn myth was far from complete. Amongst the greatest of enigmas was the cosmic wheel recorded by every ancient culture. Images of a wheel in the sky, carved on stone, are older than civilization itself. Many archaeologists see these wheels as an imagined vehicle of the sun rolling across the sky, but in its most common form, the cosmic wheel doesn't go anywhere. Often it rests on a stationary pillar, or atop a stairway or ladder. or is turned by a rope while resting on an altar or table. And the spokes of the wheel are not functional as such, they are etheric. Archaic gods and heroes hold a wheel in their hands. A cosmic wheel served as the throne of gods and cultural heroes and wise men, symbolically replicated in the wheel thrones of kings on earth. The wheel throne of Buddha underscores our point. And even the popular footprint of Buddha recalls the same wheel in heaven. The inspiration did not come from our sun. Compare these prehistoric instances of the pictographic wheel from Ireland and from California. Different parts of the wheel are clearly evident. A large circle or sphere, though not always present, a central star, and a smaller, darker circle or sphere inside the star-like form. The images do not depict a single object, but three objects, as demonstrated here, where the artist placed the small dark sphere well below the central star. I can assure you that the placements are not random. These forms in the sky were planets in close congregation and immense above the ancient sky worshippers. The stories begin with the appearance of this celestial formation. Heaven, when heaven was close to the earth. The original unity of the sky, formed by the great conjunction, when a straight line or arrow could pierce the heart of the gathered powers. The motionless, superior sun, ruling before the present sun. The father of kings and first in the mythic line of kings. And a dying or displaced god. In later times, the first astronomers identified this overarching ruler of the sky. They claimed it was the planet Saturn, remembered as the owner of the cosmic wheel before the god departed for distant realms. The astronomical traditions also name the central star as Venus, the mother goddess. And they name the darker reddish sphere as the planet Mars, the cosmic warrior. In these 3 hours, I intend to demonstrate that the stories of the gods are the stories of what happens to these celestial bodies. You're looking at snapshots of a unified formation in the heavens just a few thousand years ago. The configuration evolved through many dynamic phases, evoking reverence and awe. For all the early cultures, this was the exemplary epoch, a model for kings and kingdoms for thousands of years. Monumental civilizations arose to build great temples and cities, and to name sacred mountains, all pointing back to the mythic age of gods and wonders. The truth is, every culture declared that great gods once ruled the world, before they departed for remote regions. Let the world's first astronomers point the way for us. They knew that what the myths and hymns and prayers called gods were planets and aspects of planets. Planets appeared close to the earth in a heaven-spanning configuration. Memories of that celestial splendor still surround us, even if humanity later forgot much more than it remembered. Reconnecting with our forgotten past will be essential for our own cultural integrity, essential for the study of human consciousness and human history, and essential for all of the sciences.